Hey guys, so we are here today to talk about the Crown Chakra. The Crown Chakra is the seventh chakra in the chakra system. It is called Sahasrara, and it is represented by not one of the traditional elements of air or earth. It is represented by the element of thought. The color, as well as violet, or sometimes even white, is the color representative of the Sahasrara Crown Chakra. So, interestingly enough, the Crown Chakra is not actually located inside the body. It is located just around here, just a few centimeters above the head itself, above the crown of the head. And the reason for that is because the Crown Chakra is the source and the place where we can merge with the divine, where we can become one with our highest self, and one with a higher consciousness. And so it's outside of the body because it is about becoming one with something outside of the body as well as inside of the body, connecting of the two. So what I think is really interesting about Sahasrara is the name in Sanskrit translates to thousand-petaled lotus. And so a lotus is a really important and sacred symbol in the East, as lotuses grow in the mud, but they're exquisitely beautiful. And so they're this amazing symbol of purity and of innocence, but of also like spiritual perfection and the ability to attain enlightenment. So the reason why it's so important is because it does grow in the mud, and that kind of shows that no matter where you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what you've been through, you are no farther away from achieving enlightenment than anyone else. Everybody has that, the drop of divine inside of them, right? If you believe that. Or we all have our own Buddha inside of ourselves, if you believe that. Or if you believe in you have maybe at least something, right? Some part of you is a little higher than you, right? Maybe? Okay, I hope you're on board with that. Didn't mean to offend anyone. But the Crown Chakra is where we can merge with that, where we can work on that, where we can, with a healthy and balanced one, we have spiritual focus, and we have better awareness and better sense of our place in the world, and it just gives us a beautiful perspective on our ability to become one. Sorry, this is all hard to talk about, isn't it? Because it's so big, it's so important, it's so large, it's so above us. It's actually above us. But yeah, it's an amazing place. Where so much happens or can happen, if it's in a healthy, balanced state. And so, as I said, having a good spiritual connection is a good sign, as is being, intelligent, or being aware, or having a clear state of mind, having the ability to listen, and having the ability to not be so firmly held in your beliefs, actually, is a sign of a healthy Crown Chakra. If you are someone who won't listen to anybody around you and are so stubborn and are so firmly rigid in your belief system that you can't listen, maybe to even what I'm saying, then that's kind of a sign that there might be something off in your Crown Chakra. Other signs might be if you are experiencing kind of spiritual obsession or addiction, if you just feel like you give over too much power and too much energy to the spiritual realm, and you're not maintaining any kind of connection to your body or connection to yourself, and instead you're forfeiting everything over, that can be a sign. Please don't argue with me about monks or anything. I'm not ready for that, but that's just the interpretation I was able to kind of glean from the book Eastern Body, Western Mind, which is that awesome 500-page chakra book I have been reading and referencing here. And so, on the other hand, someone who also could have a spiritual Crown Chakra block is someone who is totally apathetic when it comes to spirituality. Super distant, super not interested. Maybe in the past they've suffered some spiritual kind of trauma. Maybe they were forced, they had their curiosity thwarted, right? Like whether in education or in religion, maybe they weren't allowed to question, or they weren't allowed to think for themselves, which really would turn them off to spirituality as a whole, right? So those are some signs. So what can you do to heal the Crown Chakra, right? So Crown Chakra is the most important source for meditation. So healing can occur through meditation. So any meditation you want to do would be very healing, because you're working on connecting with the divine. And then yoga, of course, is important because if you think of the word yoga, it is rooted in that Sanskrit word yuj, Y-U-G, which means to yoke. So the purpose of yoga is actually to yoke yourself, to tie yourself, to merge yourself, to combine yourself with something higher than you, right? It's not actually about the asana. It's not about the shape of the body that we're coming into. That's not yoga. Yoga is about becoming one with the body, the mind, and the spirit, and one with a higher consciousness. So transcending the body. That's yoga. So yoga poses are great, particularly the ones that you would be sitting in if you were doing meditation. So Padmasana, Ardha Padmasana, those are great, as is Sahasrara, so a headstand. So if you're putting pressure right there on that, that place where the Crown Chakra would be, that's very stimulating for Crown Chakra energy. So also if you were interested in wearing a quartz, quartz is really a powerful stone for Crown Chakra. So is amethyst and diamonds and selenite, if you happen to have a piece of selenite hanging around. Who doesn't, right? So anyway, more at wildyogatribe.com/crown chakra. I stuttered again, so wildyogatribe.com/crown chakra. There's going to be some more information there, and as always, if there's anything you need, I'm here for you.